Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our grade 5 coding class for today, 9th of July, 2020. I'm so happy that you guys are joining me, and I'm sure we're going to have a lot of fun today. For those of you that don't know me yet, my name is Mike Geldenhuys. Everybody just calls me Mr. G or Sir. And today, our topic will be sticker art with loops. And I think today is going to be a lot of fun because we're going to make some nice patterns just with stickers. So I hope that you have as much fun with this lesson as I had just playing around with it a little bit. So guys, let's get going and move on to our next slide. So just to tell you guys exactly what it is we want to achieve with this lesson, it is to identify the benefits of using a loop structure instead of manual repetition. So we've practiced with our repeats and our loops. So today we're really gonna focus on that and try to make some beautiful designs. And then also to differentiate between commands that need to be repeated in loops and then commands that should be used on their own. It's okay if you haven't been here with us before, or if you weren't here yesterday. A lot of the things that we do in coding will repeat, and you will see today we are just going to practice. And once we get into it, we're still going to go through everything step by step. So you will still be able to complete the puzzles and the instructions with the instructions that they give us. And as we go through each puzzle, we just build step by step. So don't worry about that at all. Okay, guys. So let's look at our vocabulary. Just quickly a recap of what is coding. Coding or programming is the process of creating instructions for computers using a programming language. And the language that we are currently using on this program is called Blockly. Okay, sequencing is the process of combining things in a particular order. And as I mentioned before, this is a very, very important process to make sure that our code runs smoothly. Okay, so guys, here we are just going to speak about pixels again quickly, because we have done pixels, I think it was on Monday. Now, on Monday, we used pixels as a measurement of length or distance. How far our artist needed to move to draw a specific line. Now remember, a pixel, let's just quickly read the definition of what pixels are. The word pixel means a picture element. A pixel is represented by a dot or a square on a computer monitor. Pixels are the basic building blocks of a digital image or display. Now, I really want you guys to go and practice it, or just go and test this at home. Open a program or open an image and then zoom in as far as you can. And then you will see little blocks starting to appear, okay? And now those are the blocks that any image or display is made up of, okay? If you download a picture from the internet as well, it will always show you maybe 300 by 300. Now that means there are 300 pixels in width and 300 pixels in height. So I will explain that a little bit better on our next slide, because I want to show you in our Codeorg. That is remember, one of our areas in Codeorg is our play area. Okay, and in this play area, I put the little Mario again, and on top you can also see one of the new blocks that we are going to use today. And over here it says jump to over 200 over, 200 down. And right now that might sound just like, oh, what is that? It's a little bit confusing. Jump to 200 over, 200 down. But once I've explained this to you, you guys will see it's actually quite easy. Now, every picture is made up of a certain number of pixels, okay? Every picture is made up of a certain number of pixels. Now, on our play area on Codeorg, that area is 400 by 400, okay? 400 by 400. Now, if we understand this, you can actually move to any point on your display or on your play area if you understand how that works. Okay, so let's quickly. Now, if you look at my little cross I put here right on top in the corner. Now, if we start on that side, that point on our display will be 0, 0. That point right up there will be 0, 0. Okay, so that, and then if we come all the way to our point down here in this corner over here, now that point will be 400, 400. Okay, now to explain that a little bit more is, oh, that's not in here. Okay, I thought I put it in. Now on this, guys, what that means is our picture here, over means from left to right. Okay, let me change to my pen over here quickly. Where's my pen? There we go. So over, if we look at over, it says over 200. Over here it says over. Now over means from left of our screen to the right of our screen, up to there. That will be 400 pixels. That's over. So if we think about it, it will just count every block, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, up until 400. Down, this one over here, will be from the top of our screen all the way to the bottom of our screen. So here where they say jump to 200 over and 200 down, we will see I made a little X right here in the middle of our screen because that will then be 200 over, so 200 this way and 200 down. Okay, I hope you guys understand that. So think about it this way. If I said jump to 100 over, so 100, let's make it jump to 300 over. So we will move 300 pixels this way. 300 pixels this way. Here's my new line. 300 will probably be about there. And if I say down 3, let's down 300 as well. Down, and that will probably be about there. Okay, so I hope you guys understand how moving to a specific point on a picture works with jump to, over, and down. Just each displays, and it's got a specific number of pixels, and then you can move to any spot on your picture if you understand how that works. Okay. Next, this will be all the new blocks that we are going to deal with today. Okay, so there's a big number of new blocks we're going to see today in our code. Okay, so we will have our move forward, we know that, and I've explained pixels now, and we have used pixels as a measurement of length. So that is just moving 50 squares or 50 dots on your screen. move backward. Okay, these two are the same. It's just one is forward, one is backward. Turn right. Remember when we use degrees, we have to, I think I've got some slides in here as well, just to show you guys how we are going to use the degrees. I'll just double check. And then jump forward. Now jump forward is if you don't want to draw anything and you want to jump forward. Let's say, for example, I just want to draw a dash. So I will say move forward 50. I'll draw a line. Jump forward 50. I'll leave the same space and then move forward 50. Jump forward 50. Move forward 50. Then I'll draw a dash. Okay, so that is just if you don't want to draw anything, we will jump forward. And then they are also jump to middle center position. Now these will take you, if you don't want to move to a specific spot and you just want to go to the center or on the top, you can just use the jump to the middle center position. And then there are a whole bunch of stickers we are going to use today. So draw sticker, and then in our drop down, I think there's probably about 20, 25, maybe even 30 stickers we're going to use today. And then we have used set color, we have used random color, and then another new one we will have today is the set pattern and the set width. Okay, so those, you'll see there's also some nice patterns inside, some hearts and some rainbow colors. And then with this one over here, we can just decide how broad we want to make those lines. So then let's see, understanding degrees. We touched on this a little bit. So I want to just quickly show you guys this again, just to refresh you. Now remember, if we draw a line and we want to turn a specific amount of degrees. Now remember, our artist is moving from left to right. So this will be a left turn. Right will be coming down this way. So this will be a left turn by any degree that you want your artist to turn. Okay. So now this one I just want to explain, because in our code that we are going to do, you're going to see a shape like that. And the artist draws it so fast that you can't really see what he does or why it happens. And that is why I added it in here, just to explain to you guys and to remind you of one very important point. Now think about it. If our artist starts in the middle, let's say he's going to start over here, right in the middle. That is the middle of our screen on the play area. Okay, there he is. He's going to draw a straight line going forward. So he will draw that line. Now we have to remember that is our base. So if we look at that and we put our compass down on this, we are going to turn by 60 degrees. If we look there, we can see we are going to turn by 60 degrees. Now we have to remember our artist moved forward. He moved forward. He's going to turn 60 degrees, and then he is going to go back to the middle point. Okay. So before he goes back to the middle, he turns 60 degrees. So if we put him back in the middle, he is going to draw a line down there by 60 degrees. Now, if we're going to repeat this action, once he gets to this point over here, he is going to turn 60 degrees again. Okay, so now we have to remember that we can make that our new base. Okay, so let me just quickly move on here. Make that your new base. And now you will see 60 degrees is over there. Okay? And now he is going to draw a line down there. He is going to turn 60 degrees and he is going to go back to the middle. And then our new base will be that line he just drew. So I just wanted to explain to you guys exactly what happens there. So we have to remember that every time we draw a line, that line becomes our new base. And depending on which way he is facing from that line will depend on which way he goes next. Okay, I hope that helps you guys. Okay, guys, and then here, let's go to code.org. I'm going to post the link for you guys. So those are some of the characters or stickers we can use today. So they will all be available for us to use. And we've already made such beautiful patterns today. And I am quite excited to see what you guys can come up with. So if you guys give me a second or two, let me just switch my screen. There we go. Let's go to code.org. There we go. And then let me copy the link for you guys. And let's see, make that available to everybody. Okay, guys, there's the link. You guys can go to the link. Remember, tell me when you are there, just say I'm here or in, so that I know I can start if you guys are ready. Wow, Bonono is so fast, already in. Tando in, Malik in, Neo in. Okay, well done. Thank you guys, that was so fast. Now remember what I explained? The artist is in the wrong spot. Use the jump to 200 over. That's from left to right. 200 down. That's from top to bottom. Block to get the artist to the center of the page. Now remember, our play area is 400 by 400. So 200 by 200 will be nicely in the middle of our play area. Then draw a line 50 pixels long with the move forward by 50. Okay, so let's do that. I want us to get to the, and here let's just quickly read the tip that they give us. We always have to use the tips. Start by using this block to get the artist to move to the center of the screen. Okay, so they are helping us to tell us how we are going to go about this. Jump to 200 over 200. Let me post the link again. I see somebody didn't receive it. There we go. Jump to 200 over 200, and then we are just going to move forward. So this is just very nice and easy to get us going, and it's going to be 50 pixels. Let's run it. There we go. That was quite easy. Puzzle number 2 is just, this is just to get us in the groove and get us going. And then we're going to create some beautiful patterns. Now here's the shape I spoke about earlier. So now put this code in a repeat block and loop it 6 times. Notice that we have added a 60-degree turn at the end of the looped code to get a full rotation. Okay, so I explained what is going to happen here. The first thing, he jumps to 200 over 200. Then he moves forward. He turns, and then he jumps back to 200 over 200. And that is going to make him draw all those lines. So let's put that in repeat. And they say I should repeat it 6 times because we've got 6 lines. And I want to just change the color so you guys can see it nicely. So let's set it on a nice red. And then before we actually run this, I just want us to quickly look in our toolbox at the code or the blocks that are available. We quickly looked at them in our slideshow as well. So we've got move, turn, jump, jump to middle. If we go here, we can see jump to random, jump to top left, top center. Those are all points on your play area. Let's leave it at middle center. And then here, jump to 200 over, 200 down. Remember, over is from left to right. Down is from top to bottom. So that is if we jump according to the pixels we have on our play area. Our stickers, let's look at all our stickers. Look at that. We've got quite a number of stickers available to play with, from little animals to rockets and aliens, and then some nice boys and girl characters. Okay, and then our colors and our patterns. Let's look at all our patterns. There we go. Those are all the patterns we can draw. Okay, so what I want us to do, I want to show you what is going to happen here. But what I want to do is I want to make this a little bit bigger. It's probably going to tell me I'm wrong because I'm not doing exactly what they said. But I want to make my lines a little bit longer. I want 100 pixel lines. So let's run that. I'm drawing the same shape. Mine is just a little bit bigger. I know that they say my code is not right because I didn't follow instructions, but I just want to show you what we can do. Okay, so we can also, instead of our line, we can, let's just make that 50. So we can go to the next one. Okay, reset and run. There we go. This time I followed the instructions and we are moving on to puzzle number 3. Now here in puzzle number 3, we are going to quickly look at our patterns that are available. So it will be the same code. Instead of just setting a color, we will set a pattern. So we can decide on any pattern we want. I want to just make this longer again so we can see it nicely. It's going to be wrong, I know, but we will fix it. I just want to show you guys nicely. And then we can set any pattern we want. Let's make that. I know that they probably want this little rainbow, but we can decide. Well, let's do the rainbow, but I want to show you guys quickly. If we take this entire code and we just copy it and we put it down here. Now just remember, I'm going to jump to a different spot on our display. I am going to go from, let's say we're going to go 100 down and 100 over. So 100 over, 100 down. Because I want to draw more than one star. I don't just want to draw one, I want to draw more than one. And this time I want my pattern to be little rivers. So let's pick the little waves. I want that one. And I want one more star. Let's just quickly, I just want to show you guys. I want one more star. So I'll copy the entire code. I'll put that in. And this time, I want, let's say, little hearts. And I remember I have to move my position. Otherwise, I'll just be drawing over my second picture. So now I'm going to move over to 300, but I'm going to stay down 100. So that means I'm probably going to draw a picture over here sometime. 100 by 100 is here. So remember, we're coming down over 100, 200, 300, and we're still going down. So let's run this and see what happens. There's my rainbow lines. Look at that. There's my little river or my little wave lines, and then my little hearts. So you guys can really play around on a puzzle like this and try and see what patterns you can create, or, you know, just by using using your blocks that are available to you in your toolbox to see, you know what can I do? What can I do with all these blocks that are available to me? So let's take this out so we can actually pass our code and move on to the next one. I have to change that to 50. And then let's quickly run that again to see if we can. I see somebody is already on puzzle number 5. And yes, the puzzles are a lot of fun. I'm going to come join you on that puzzle just now. I just want us to test all these new blocks. Okay, guys, puzzle number 4. Let me share the link with you guys again. Now, I want you guys to take note of something that they are telling us in this tip box, okay? It says, remember, this icon means that the level is part of a larger project. Changes will be saved across these levels. Okay, so whenever we move on to our next puzzle, it will bring the code that we've already written. It will bring it over to where we currently are. Now, if we look here, let's see, this is a free play area. And now this is where you can really have a lot of fun. With free play areas, you can really test your blocks available to you in your toolbox, because it won't tell you your code is wrong or that you did something, you made a mistake. You will only move on once you click on finish. So you can play around as much as you want. Okay, so let's see what they tell us in our free play. Let's build something bigger, one step at a time. Get the artist to the center of the play area using the jump to middle center position. Block, then use the draw sticker and then press finish when you are happy with what you've made. Okay, so this one is very easy. They just want us to put a sticker down. So let's see, jump to middle. Let's jump to middle and let's draw a sticker. And I think they want us to draw a penguin, because if we look carefully, there's a little shadow of a penguin there. But I think we can draw absolutely anything we want. I'm going to take the penguin. I'm going to do what they have over here just to practice, and then we'll run our code. There we go. Very easy. Now you can draw more than one. You can move your position. Let's just move to jump to, let's see, let's jump to middle left and then draw, maybe, let's see if there's a fish. The penguin seems hungry. Is there a fish for him? No. No, there isn't. Okay, let's just draw a mouse. Reset, run. There we go. See, we can jump around and then draw different characters all over our play area. Let's finish. And now here you can see, you guys can copy the links. This is on the next puzzle. This is what I want you guys to do. I want you guys to publish or send a picture of, or you can see there's a send to phone, or you can send it to your email. You can copy the link. Send it to yourself and then email it to me. If I receive anything, I will share it with us in the class on our in my slideshow, and we can show everybody what the patterns that you guys came up with. Now, I can't remember who said that puzzle number 5 is fun, but this is fun because now we are going to create beautiful patterns by using our stickers. Now use a loop to make more copies of your sticker. Try changing the number in the turn and repeat blocks to make different patterns. Okay, so now if we move down here a little bit, You can see these beautiful patterns that they've made with the stickers. And we're going to do the same thing. So let's take out this. I'm going to leave this code. So I want to change this to a bat. And we are going to jump to the center. Now, this is what they want us to do. Now, remember, after you've placed a sticker, let's turn. And I want a many. Remember, a circle's got 360 degrees. So now I'm going to turn 20 degrees. Now, if I want to go make a full 360-degree turn, then I'll have to repeat that 18 times. I'm going to show what I mean with that. Let's take out all this, leave it at 4. Now, let's run my code, and I will show you what is going to happen if I only put 4. I'm going to run it. And I'm only going to draw 4 bats on top of each other. But I want to go all the way around because I think the wings of this bat is going to make a nice circle. So I know that 360 divided by that 20 degrees, I'm going to have to go around 18 times to go all the way around. So let's reset and run. Now my code is going to repeat 18 times. And look at that. I'm creating something out of bat wings. Look how cool that looks. Now this is what I want you guys to do. I want you guys to play around, create some beautiful designs, and send them to me. So, but I don't just want this. Maybe I want to put another animal on top of my bat. And I already see Neo has made a picture and he wants to share it with us already. Neo, send it to me on email today and I'll make sure we can view them tomorrow. Okay. So I'm really looking forward to it. I can't wait to see the puzzles. Okay. So I want to, let's see what I want to do the same thing, but this time, now we have to remember, I don't want to repeat it 18 times. I want, what animal do I want on? Because this purple is so beautiful. Let's put the white llama on the purple, and I think it might look nice. So let's jump to this middle center again. And let's draw a sticker, the white llama. And let's turn, I don't want it to go around 18 times, so maybe I only want it to go around 9 times. So I'm going to have to go to 40 degrees. Let's see, turn left, and we can turn right as well. Doesn't matter which way we go because we're going to go in a circle. And I'm going to change. Can I have, I can't have 40 degrees. Oh, let's make it 45 degrees. And we're going to repeat that 8 times because that will make a full circle. There are 2 45s in 90, 2 90s in 180, so that's 4. So if we're going to go all the way around, we're going to need 8 times. So let's reset and see what's going to happen. 18 times my little bat. And we can speed it up as well if you want it to go a little faster. And then I'm putting my white llama on top. That looks quite cool. I quite like that. Okay. Now, guys, if you want to make others as well, remember what I said. You can jump. Jump to a different position on your screen and then draw another picture there. So now what I want to do, let's say I want to repeat, and I want to repeat, I'm going to go for 18 again, but now I want a different background. So, but I want to make my next, pattern over here. So if I want to go here, remember, I have to decide how far I want to come across and how far I want to come down. So right now, I think I want to come across 300 over and 100 down. So 300 over, 300 over, and 100 down. 300 over, 100 down, and I want to draw. I quite like what I see up here in their examples. So I think that is the little red bird. So I want to make that. I'm going to use the red bird. I like his mohawk, but I don't just want 4. I want about 5 or 6. So I'm going to turn 60 degrees. I think there's a 60 degrees in here. So play around with your degrees, play around with your repeat, how many times you want to repeat it. So there, 60. And then I only have to repeat that 6 times to go around in a circle. And I see there's a question, how? You have to ask me, how what? I'm not quite sure what you're asking. So how do I do what? And I'll be able, and I'll try and help you. So let's move over 300 to 100. And let's reset. Let's make this a little bit faster. And then let's run, see what happens. Look at that. There we go. There's our little bird in a circle. Now, once we go further into the coding, you'll be able to move them back. I don't know if you guys can remember if you did Dance Party. If you did Dance Party, which was our very first lesson, then you can remember that we could actually play around with the size of our patterns or our dances. So right now, unfortunately, our patterns will be over one another because we can't change the size on this puzzle. But see what you can come up with, see what you can create, and send them to me. And I see the question is, how do I send them? Yes, you can send a screenshot, or you'll see once you finish your puzzle, it should tell you share. Now, then you can share your puzzle. You can share it to yourself. You can share it to me. You can send it to your phone. It will ask you for some details and you can send it. I'm going to finish and I'm going to show you quickly what I mean. So watch my screen quickly. Then if I go and I say finish, look at what it is giving me. It gives me share your drawing, and then there's a link to your drawing. You can send it to your phone, Facebook, or you can print it out. Or what you want, if you want to, you can just take a picture of it and send it to me. Okay. Oops. I'm going to go back to that one. I am here. There we go. This one is fine. So what you can do is also send me, take a screenshot. And if you don't know how to take a screenshot, what you can do it in 2 ways. If you look on your keyboard, you will see somewhere on your keyboard, normally it's on the top right-hand side, there is a button that says PRTSC. Now that means print screen. Now you can hold Control and press print screen, and then that makes a copy of it. Then you just need to go and paste it somewhere, maybe in Paint or in one of Windows presentation or something like that. Paste it and then save it as a picture. Otherwise, what you can do, this is a little more difficult, you have to hold in Shift, your Windows button, the one with the 4 little windows on it, and S. Now, if you do that, it opens what it's like a snippet tool. Then you can drag your mouse to cut out anything you want and make a copy of it. And then you can also just go and paste it and save it as a picture. Okay, so I really want you guys to make me some beautiful patterns, send them to me. I will share them with you guys tomorrow when we carry on and finish our lesson. Okay, so I'm really excited to see what you guys can come up with. So let me quickly go back to my slideshow. There we go, and leave you with a nice quote from John Romero. And he said, "You might not think that programmers are artists, but programming is an extremely creative profession. It's logic-based creativity." And just look at what we did today. Who says we aren't artists? So create some nice patterns for me, send them to me, and we'll share them tomorrow. And then there's my email address. You can send them to me to that email address. I'm quickly going to put it in the chat box as well, so you can just copy it. mgeldenhuis81@gmail.com. There we go. Or you can take a picture of the screen and keep that on your phone and then send me your patterns, please. And then I'll see you guys again tomorrow. I hope you have a wonderful day. Have fun, and I'll see you again tomorrow.